the girl with fire in her brain. I'll make it pour, I'll make it rain. Don't stand too close to open flames. Wild, I'm free, and I can't be tamed. Condensation on the window I see, mimicking my tears as they roll down my cheeks.
I'm Niamh and I'm 20. I help run a pub with my dad, and I'm a musician, and I also do nannying. My mental health issues kind of really kicked off when I was 14. But looking back, they kind of definitely started before that. Like I went from being a really lovely child to quite like an angry one. I think that was because I was really struggling. But I was too young to kind of understand and know. And it wasn't until, well, I'd say 14, more 13 really, that people started picking up that I kind of wasn't dealing with stuff okay. Like I wasn't dealing with school very well, so I ended up moving schools. I went to a new one and it just kind of all got too much. I know that I was 14 when people noticed that I'd started self-harming. Although I'd started earlier, like this is the first time that it was like obvious, like on my arms and stuff. I just remember feeling really unsure of kind of what was happening to me. I later got diagnosed with depression, anxiety and OCD. I just didn't understand it. I think I was too young, and none of my peers understood it, so I was just labelled as crazy. And I just went with that because it was more fun to take the mick out of myself and to accept it than it was to take it as being real when I'd get stuff thrown at me on the bus and told to go kill myself and to go cut myself. And I really struggled with kind of my OCD. So my form of OCD wasn't to do with cleanliness, it was more like rituals, it was tapping, and I used to jump as well. I think it was more a way of me feeling like I was in control of something in my life. I ended up under the care of the early intervention team when I ended up in hospital because things just kind of became too much, and if it weren't for them and their support, then I highly doubt that I would have made it through my teenage years. I think they kind of realised that, you know, I needed a bit more help. My self-harm had gotten really bad. It was kind of like, it had become sort of a daily thing. My legs were covered, my arms were covered, my stomach was covered. I think when people became more aware of my OCD, so then I felt like I couldn't do any of my rituals, I then started to control my eating. I denied it for years because I started off at a higher weight. I remember one of the people that I saw compliment my weight, and my mum saying, no, she's fine, because I just told her I was fine. My mum was like, you'd tell me if you weren't eating, if you were anorexic. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm absolutely fine. You know, I lost a lot of weight really quite quickly, but because I never went down to like a dangerously low weight, people never saw it. I remember being really proud of myself because I'd gone like 3 days and only eaten an apple. When you're at school, it's a lot easier to not eat under your parents' supervision, and it was really tough. You know, I was going to somewhere in Norwich to get support. I think I realised that there came a day when I decided whether I was going to live or die, and without realising it, I picked to live. I'm now in like the most stable, happy place I've ever been. Everyone has their ups and downs. I still have like lows and times that are tricky. But for the most part, you know, I'm pretty good. I think depression is something that so many people have and encounter on a daily basis that it's just not something we really think about anymore. There are times when it gets too much, but you know, I got discharged when I was 16 and I'm 20 now, so that's 4 years, and that's, I think in this 4 years I've learnt far more than I did in the 3 that I was getting help for, because although I've gone off and on tablets again since, I'm currently not taking anything, which I'm really proud of. I feel like I've come really far, but there's still so much like stigma attached to it. People don't understand it. People without mental illness don't realise the extent of it and how invisible it is. People see that I've got scars, they don't see that I'm still struggling. They don't see that some days I am still finding it very tough, and that's perfectly okay. You know, I've accepted that now. I've accepted that I'll have down days, or times when, you know, I'm too anxious to leave the house or work properly. And people don't see it because we as a society don't show it. It's still seen as a weakness, even though it's something that is so normal. So many people struggle with their mental health. It's really sad that we're kind of hiding it away to a point where people are like, well, people die every day from it. It's like every 46 seconds somebody kills themselves, or at least someone else has tried to. I don't think there's any big thing we can do. I think it's just, it's the everyday people talking about it, isn't it? I think that's really helpful. It's like talking to your siblings about it, it's talking to your friends about it, it's being open if you're not feeling great. So then perhaps it's not even to help yourself, it's that you're in a place where you are able to open up to other people. Because you don't know, your friend might be going through something that's a lot worse for them, and it might help them to open up to you, or it might just help them to feel not alone. You don't know what people are dealing with, you don't know people's inner demons.
Personified Jekyll and Hyde, and I can't deny I'm out of my mind. So let's whisper now, stay out of sight. 'Cause I hate the day and I hate the night. I'm flammable, laughable, condemnable, unstable. Why can't I be likeable, lovable, unstoppable? I'm a girl with fire in her mind. Unstoppable. My soul is cold, my heart is kind. Unstoppable. I'm a girl with fire in her brain. Unstoppable. I'm wild, I'm free, and I can't be tamed. I'm the girl with fire in her brain. I'll make it pour, I'll make it rain. Don't stand too close to open flames. I'm wild, I'm free, and I can't be tamed.